Hi, it's Victoria, and I have a great idea I'm going to be implementing. How are you guys? I've been on an adventure lately, and it's like a roller coaster, all the ways that I've judged myself, I'm aware of, but also all of the ways that I am allowing life to creep back in. Oh my goodness. And all the ways that I am choosing to push my own envelope, to be as outrageous as I truly be, to have fun again, to play. And it's evolving and it's starting to have a life of its own, which leads me to an invitation for you. But first, I'm going to show off my hair. I know it's like you may have heard that I colored my hair orange. It's not as orange as there it is. So it's just like little streaks of orange that I've added into my hair, and I'm gonna add another orange streak there next week. So that's just one way I've been more like playful and amping up my energy, my potency, my joy, the way I can be in the world, despite all my flaws, despite being aware of my limits or my self-imposed limit, and still choosing to look them in the eye and go, okay, all right, I'm going to stop giving you significance and I'm going to start being the energies that I truly be, of the joy and the playfulness and the fun. Like how many of you learn to really adult, like especially the older you get, like it becomes even more solidified. Well, this is an opportunity to really let go of that, to get out of that, and to really play, like really demand it, which is interesting. Like it's an interesting invitation, because it's like, yeah, we're demanding that we actually have that playful joy of and allow those energies to come in and infiltrate it, and to instigate that energy again, that space, that consciousness. Because one thing that I know is that joy and those energies can instigate that aliveness. It can really push you out of anywhere where you've been choosing lack or experiencing poverty mindset, because money follows joy. Money follows joy. And so, yeah, I have a confession to make. I have not been willing to be the facilitator I truly be. I haven't been willing. I've known about these tools. They're weird, they're wild, they're wacky, and they work for several years. And I've been kind of hiding them and keeping them a secret, and like Victoria's Secret. And it's not like that's wrong, but it's like, well, what if I could just show it and be it and have it, and like be willing to be seen and be as quirky as I be and not have to get it right, and just like, okay, all right, we're gonna do something. I have this great idea. So let me tell you what this idea is. So what I'm going to be doing is 21 days to amp up 21 days to amp up Joie de Vivre. Joie de Vivre is a French term, and I looked it up on Wikipedia and a couple of other places, and I want to read you the description of it because it's really interesting to me. Got my handy dandy computer here in my backyard. So, right, so Joie de Vivre. Joie de Vivre is often used in English to express a cheerful enjoyment of life and exaltation of spirit. It can be a joy of conversation, joy of eating, joy of anything one might do. And joie de vivre may be seen as joy of everything, a comprehensive joy, a philosophy of life. It's dated back to at least as far as the late 17th century. So the 17th century would have been the 1600s, but it was only brought into literary prominence in the 19th century. Let's see. So, anyway, and another fun word that I learned today is called ebullience. Ebullience is that, let me read that one to you too. Ebullience is high spirits, exhilaration, exuberance. It's a boiling over and an overflowing of zest. So basically, yeah. So what would it be like if you asked to start pulling in those energies now more and more and increase them? And anywhere, okay, so we're going to do a clearing first. Anywhere where you learn to cut that off and have had to adult, so to speak, whatever that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all of that? Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all 9 shorts, boys, and beyonds. That's the clearing statement. I will put the explanation in the comment section. Suffice it to say, I am going to be leaping off this cliff and just really aggressively demanding that play that I be to have the energy, space, and consciousness. So what energy, space, and consciousness here's a question for you. What energy, space, and consciousness can you be to be the effervescent, bubbly, playful instigator of chaos you truly be? And anything that doesn't allow you to be, and create that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all 9 shorts, boys, and beyonds. Now that's just like a big magic wand that sucks up all of the stuff in the way, the cobwebs in the way, that keeps you from choosing, creating your life. Because one thing I know is that when we're in our joy, when we're following our joy, when we're following what's light, when we're being us, that can create miracles, not only for your own life, but it can ripple out and start to affect others around you. So you start to become more of the leader, more of the change maker, and less of the effect of all the drama and trauma that this reality tells you is important and significant. Like, for example, today, for instance, like the political scene, it's always going to be fucking crazy because that is what it's designed to do. It's like it's decaying itself. It's perpetrating a not true anyway. So it's like those of us that know there's a different possibility, what we can start to do is reach for that broadband level that instead of down here with all the dis-ease, so to speak, we can start to really reach for and choose to be at this broadband accessible level more than ever to really be supported by all of the universe, all of nature, all of the earth, and it's really here, and it's really just a matter of choice now. I mean, you can clear and clear and clear till the cows come home, and it can work to an extent, and it's really time to just choose it, to be it, to have it, to create with it. And, warts and all, just like to show up as you and be brilliant. And, it's like, hey, I'm here, so let's play. And so what I would like to invite you to do is to have 21 days with me to amp up your joie de vivre, your ebullience of flowing all over the place. And you can be aware of what everybody else is choosing around you, and you can say, hey, I'm not choosing that anymore. I'm stopping that. I'm not going to, pick through the poo anymore, analyze it, play in it. I'm stepping over here into the clear pool where it's nice and easy, and all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Get that? That's a mantra you can start to use right now, whether or not you choose this 21 days. It's all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And you say that 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening. So yeah, there's a lot of lies that also start to be dismantled when you start to choose, create, because what happens is anything that isn't a match for that, comes up to that's ready to be looked at and make a new choice and stop making that so valuable and significant. So what miracles are you ready for? What would this choice create for you? So you may want to know how much is this, and the cost is $100 US to come and experience all of this. So anyway, I look forward to playing with you, and then we start on May 10th, and we have 4 we have 3 calls and probably even a bonus meditation body call, like to contribute to having the energies that the body's also requiring and asking for, to connect more into the earth. And but anyway, we'll meet on Wednesdays, and if you can't make it to the call, the telecall will be sent out. So I'll show you where the sign-up link is and also the link to pay. And there'll be a couple of ways you can pay. If you're in a different country, that's fine too. And how much fun can we have together? What can we co-create as a change in the world? As one of the heroes that I adore, Dr. Dane here says, what if you, being you, is the gift, the change, and the possibilities, and the contribution this world requires? Live your brilliance. Bye.